Diddy, new lawsuit, breaking news. Oh, should we do the breaking news sounder? Sorry, I was drinking in the middle of that. Not to laugh, not to make light of a serious circumstance, but another week, another lawsuit for Diddy. This time from a woman who alleges that both he and his security guard raped her back in 2001. She claims the assault happened at Diddy's New York studio and that the incident was actually recorded on video. Now, these new allegations are coming right after the federal sex trafficking indictment that we talked about last week. The woman, Thalia Graves, says that she has been haunted by the attack for years and accuses Diddy of not only covering up the crime, but allegedly selling the footage as pornography. In light of this and the federal allegations against Diddy, his celebrity friends are starting to act like they were never that close, notably Meek Mill, who has been absolutely captivating on X as of late, offering the following. I want to hire an investigative team, $100K cash. I don't know why the cash is so important here. But $100K cash to find out every specific detail. Seems like specific and detail is overkill. We could just say detail.
You're driving that point home.
Ty, can you confirm Ty as a English savant that he did not have to say specific and a detail?
Sometimes you say specific detail, but in this case, no.
Involving lowercase Meek Mill name to quote unquote Diddy case. What is this man talking
I think when I read this like that specific detail was the last of my concerns.
I also want them to look at who is powering the media involving quote unquote Meek lowercase anything to do with Buddy. Something not right. I guess Buddy in this sense is Diddy.
I don't understand what he's talking about. Do you?
He's confused as to why people would assume that him and Diddy are close.
Because he was hooked up on Diddy and then he keeps tweeting about Diddy.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, give me my money. I found out.
But I think this is also like Meek's way of saying like nothing, like I'm not named in the case, which like you literally never were. Like nobody named you in any of these lawsuits. Your name is not in the lawsuits. The thing with you is people just say that he likes to play with you.
The indictment, just because there's an indictment doesn't mean that he actually won't be like added to.
But I'm saying like from everything that I've read, like Meek isn't mentioned. Like he's not mentioned.
Not yet.
Yeah, but like
that's what he's trying to find out. He's trying to see if they're going to try to surprise him or something.
That's like me saying that. You know what I mean? Like that's like me saying like tell me everything that says anything about Dexter in the Diddy case. Like nobody said anything about you being in there. So like why would you assume that you're in there?
It's 5 days in a week, and all 5 days indictments can be handed out. So if I was Meek, I would try to get ahead of this if I could too. At least try to.
If you feel like you are. I feel like I would only make a statement like that. You said Janet needs to apologize. He needs to apologize.
Who does he need to apologize to?
Meek.
Oh, okay.
The only speculation about Meek Mill when it comes to this Diddy stuff is on Twitter. Like that's it, and it's just people making fun of you. That's it. I mean, there's nobody that's like naming you in any lawsuits yet. Nobody has done it. Like literally, it is only people making fun of you on Twitter.
He's trying to make sure that Christmas is taken care of for the family. He's trying to get ahead of it.
Well, if you have 100K cash, you got it. Take care of Christmas now.
Cash.
Take care of Christmas now.
Also, like for the podcast listeners, I apologize, but can you go back to that first picture you showed during the headline? Because it looks like that man is wearing a Frico shirt.
Which one? This one?
The bodyguard. Is he wearing a Frico shirt?
Yes, he said Rico. I think that was a
sign of the F. You can't see the F, but he's wearing a Frico shirt. Lock him up too.
I thought that was a Rico shirt, signaling the charges that were coming Diddy's way.
Well, that too. Lock him on up though, because he knows something.
We wish everybody involved the absolute best of luck. Meanwhile, Soulja Boy had this to get off his chest. If Diddy ever tried me like any of these gay rappers, I would have killed his BA.
Wow.
Why do you need attention like this?
Earlier this year, Soulja Boy pictured with Diddy.
That was this year? That's hilarious.
It's almost like these people want to be mentioned in these categories with him. You want this for yourself. You like this attention.
I love the like count. Look at that.
The light on social
193,000.
media stuff is starting to bother me because there's so many, especially with this Diddy stuff, because people literally will put out a lie, like this book they just put out about Kim Porter, which is a complete lie from a guy who has never met her before, has no affiliation with her, and 1 million people liked it. And it's just like, oh, y'all, not only did they like it, they're reading it and posting about it as if it's a fact. I don't get it.
Meek Mill and Soulja Boy have had a beef in the past. Do you think he was shading Meek Mill with this gay rappers comment?
Oh, maybe. I didn't think about that.
What was their fight over? What was their little quarrel over?
Was it Nicki Minaj or something like
that?
I feel like he was trying to get ahead of this picture.
No, there's other pictures of Soulja Boy and Diddy that are like when he posted it. If you go to like the quote tweets under it and like the quote tweets with it, it's so many pictures of Diddy hugging up on Soulja Boy and stuff like that. So like you really shouldn't make a statement like that if there's pictures of this man hugging and holding on you.
Hugging and holding on you.
Holding. Usher had to do some serious damage control this weekend after all the tweets on his X account, formerly known as Twitter, were mysteriously deleted, sparking wild fan theories. Why? Well, it all happened right after Diddy's arrest on sex trafficking and abuse charges, and people know that Diddy and Usher used to live together when Usher was younger, sparking speculation. Social media immediately linked the two events, especially considering the rumors swirling around the freak-off parties. Usher, though, quickly denied any involvement, claiming his account was hacked, saying, account got hacked, and damn, y'all ran with it. See y'all tonight at the Intuit Dome. Peace. But that didn't stop fans from raising eyebrows, questioning the timing, and accusing him of covering his tracks. One comment saying, you got hacked and the hackers decided to delete all your tweets instead of just tweeting random stuff. Because when have hackers ever deleted tweets?
They have never, and they won't ever.
Literally they could have made this thing say "Watch Bro Talk Live," and we could have blew up. But they decided to do nothing.
Delete, actually.
Yeah,
do actual work, like a service.
Your tweets,
a service, like something you pay people to do.
People pay for that, and they did it for free.
For free, like, hacked your account and did it for free. Was Usher's explanation enough to put the rumors to bed, or is this just another example of bad celebrity damage control?
Usher's explanation was a lie, so can a lie put rumors to bed? An obvious lie and ridiculous one.
Obvious
and ridiculous. No one hacked your account, deleted all your tweets, and then gave it back to you a day later. That didn't happen.
Like they didn't say no porn. They didn't say nothing crazy. They just said
it didn't do anything. It just deleted tweets.
Like I would have been like nobody posted any like random porn, like random.
Right. That's what people do when they hack your account.
You know when someone's Twitter gets hacked.
Because they didn't get back to you the same day. Hours later, like just playing here, take it back.
You got it.
I
okay. Well, we wish Usher the absolute best and hope that he doesn't get any mail filed his way in the coming weeks from the federal government.
Maybe his rep hacked him and deleted tweets like Janet's did. Maybe he needs to fire his rep too.
Like Shannon Sharps did.
The fact that he ran with, damn, y'all ran with it. So you're blaming us for this. Like, this is our problem, despite you being in the news every single day, and you know why you're in the news now, too. Make that make sense.
He been on a little media tour, too, trying to cover it up with all these tours. And
I have a conspiracy theory about Usher that we have to address it one of these days.
Just one of these days, not today, though?
Well, I mean, it's just kind of long, but I think that I was talking to some people about this and they told me that I was crazy, but I really think that like Usher's resurgence of fame is connected to this stuff some type of way, because like Usher was dead in the water and now he's like the hottest ticket in town. Like nobody was checking for Usher 2-3 years ago. And now like Usher is the biggest star.
Not only was no one checking for Usher, but respectfully, he had that whole lawsuit with that girl that claimed that she gave keys and all this other stuff.
Now it's like that stuff never happened.
Yeah. Forgotten.
And then now all of a sudden this stuff starts to happen like this. Like Usher got the Super Bowl and you're not even beefing with Drake. So how did you get the Super Bowl?